If we recall our previous class, in our previous class, we discussed about various features of a string, a data item in Python. One of the important feature that the Python provides regarding string is it is a sequence data type. Multiple characters are composed where a string is created. If you want to slice a string, the operation of finding a substring or curving out a substring from a string, such an operation is generally in Python called as a slicing. There are two notations that I introduced you in my previous class. First, name of the string within a square bracket. If you specify only the index number, a particular character in that particular index will be returned as a value. If you also use colon within that square bracket, it means that you are not accessing a single character, you are performing a slicing operation. Slicing operation may result in a single character output, or it may be more than one character that we have seen in our previous class in the slicing mechanism. And now we are going to see some of the string functions. Before going to that one, just you recall, slicing is a very important technique. I demonstrated you at the end of the class. If you write a program in any other language other than Python, it will be lengthy to find out whether a given string is palindrome or not. To demonstrate you the idea of compact coding in Python, the way the Python is providing us the facilities, I show you, I wrote the program in other programming language style, finding out whether a string is palindrome or not. After that, we applied the string slicing technique. We reduced dramatically the size of the program reduced, and in very few lines, we can find out whether the string is palindrome or not. If you recall the square notation of the slicing, maximum 2 colons are possible and 3 values are possible. First value colon, second value colon, third value inside the brackets. First value refers what is the starting point. Second value refers what is the end point. Third value refers to the step value that the slicing operation should be performed on a particular string. Apart from this built-in notation, we have some of the built-in functions that is supported by the string objects. String objects, I said, we will later on, we will deeply understand what is an object. As of now, we call everything is object in Python. If you want to perform any operation, if it is a complicated operation, we go for a function. The function can be a function or a method. In my last class, I told you what is the difference between functions and methods. If the name of the function is independent without any prefix of dot and name something, it is called as function. Lot of functions we have used. Len function, input function, print function, etc. But now we are going to see what are the functions supported by the string object. Whenever you use a string object function, then it is called as methods. Now take the example. Take the example of functions. If you want to find out len of a string, this function returns the length of the string. You don't need to say anything. It is directly a built-in function. You want to capitalize all the letters of a given string, then independently you cannot use the function as capitalize function. You have to use according to the according to the str dot capitalize. Str dot capitalize means string object is there. That object supports a function called as capitalize. That is what we are talking about here. Friends, by the way, I would like to tell you one thing. A little bit strange thing is happening with my laptop. Last time when I was coming back from my institute after taking the classes, my laptop was little bit wet, and The mouse is automatically working, and windows are automatically opening in my laptop. I don't know whether anything wrong. I actually full day I dried up, still some problem is there. Let me find out. That's why if anything happens suddenly, please don't think again you can reconnect. Otherwise I will message from my mobile if anything happens. I hope it should not. Now what I'm talking about, capitalize will convert the whole string into capital letters. Title will create into title case. Title case means each letter of the word will be in capital and the rest will be in small. That type of a conversion of capital letters to small letter is called as title case. Upper means it is nothing but convert the entire string in capital letters. And capitalize is not converting the whole sentence into a capital letter. First is converted to capital letter. That is the difference between capitalize and upper. Both are doing some capitalization work, the upper function and capitalization function, but there is some difference. The difference is capitalize is first letter is capitalized, but in case of other function upper, it will convert whole. All the output is visible in front of your screen. Lower means how to use name of the string dot name of the function, because the function is not independent function. The function is not a independent function. It is part of the object str1. Whatever you create a string, all the string variable will have these methods. Just you put it one dot and you call it as a function. The notation should be name of the string object dot name of the function. Already I show you the syntax. Count. There is a function called as count function. This function is used to find the number of occurrence of substring in our string. We can give optional starting and index from where the search begin, and also the index up to what index is string will search and count. It returns 0 if substring is not found. Substring means a string that is already contained in a bigger string. That is called a substring. You want to count the number of occurrence of a particular substring in a longer string, then you can go for count function. And optionally, if you want, you can use. Otherwise, you can avoid using. What should be the index starting point and index end point? If you specify within that index alone, it will search and count the number of substring, occurrence of the substring. If you omit start and end, the whole string will be searched and counted. And the find function is a function. It returns the index position of a substring in given string. For example, we can also specify start and end index just like count to modify search criteria. It returns -1 if substring not found. You have to understand, count returns number of occurrence of a substring in a bigger string. Find returns the index number of a occurrence of a substring where it actually starts from. I love India. India is best. India you want to search in the whole string. It occurs from the index number 7. So just its find function will return 7. That is the work of find function. Find function syntax is also in front of your screen. Now lower function converts the whole string into a smaller one. Count function counts the number of occurrence of a substring in a bigger string. Find function will find the index number of a substring that start occurring in the bigger string. These are all the functions in this screen now. Now, if you use the index and substring, this function also returns index position of substring. If substring is not in it, returns error substring not found. Substring not found error is occurring. But found function is returning you -1 if it is not found. For example, if you search for O, it will tell you what is the index number where O is occurring. If you give something, in the next screen you can see Z you are searching, it will generate a runtime error. But in case of find function, no runtime error will occur. Instead, it will return -1. -1 says that there is no occurrence of a particular value. Also, the find function start and end just like count, modify criteria. If it returns -1 if substring is not found. Now you can understand that find function is using only forward indexing values. It is not returning you the backward indexing. So -1 is if returned by find function. Don't think it is a value of backward indexing. No. -1 indicates that find function not able to find a substring in the bigger string. The next function is all num. Whenever there is any function, string function or numeric function, if it starts with a question word like is, uh, mostly is started, all those function will return true or false value. All those function will give return value as true or false. Is all num, whether it is a alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means whether the string contains both alphabets and numbers. If it is, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. In the first case, test 1, 2, 3, it is alphanumeric. Test is alpha, 1, 2, 3 is numeric. So it is returning true. But test at 1, 2, 3 is not. Why? Because at symbol is a character that refers to punctuator. Punctuator is not coming under the category of alphanumeric. Is lower. If the letter is lower letter, that is a small letter, it will tell you yes, true. Is upper, it will tell you true if the letter is capital letter. Otherwise false. Similarly, some other methods are there. Is space, it will return true if the character is a space character. Otherwise false. Is alpha, only it will return only and only if it is a capital letter or a small alphabets in English alphabet. If there is any mixing available other than A to Z, it will return false. If something is available as a number in a string, then it will tell you it is a string containing only digits. Each digit will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. All the examples in the interactive mode has been displayed on your screen. What will be the value? If you use that particular function, what will be the output value? That has been displayed on your screen. Now, string functions and methods, some little bit advanced methods. Split method is there. This function is used to split the string based on delimiter and store the result in the form of list. Default delimiter is space. For example, you want to split all the words of a sentence into individual words and you want to store it into a list, then simply you can call split. Now see, message is India is my country. MSG.split. Now MSG.split created a list. That list is referred by words. When you print the words, it will be having the value India is my country, all are separate values. That is list values in the form of list. And now you can see, if you want, what is the separator, you can specify. How to split? Wherever you find a comma, you split. You can specify that in the bracket of the split function. 1 comma Mohit comma sales comma 9,000. In this string, you are saying that wherever a comma is found, split it as a single word. Because of that, 1 is a single value in the list, Mohit is another value, sales is another value, 9,000 is another value. Function is there called as partition. This function divides the string in the form of tuples of three elements known as head, sep and tile. All the string before sep becomes head and all the string after sep becomes tile. If sep is not present in the string, then everything will become head, sep and tile will be empty. Now, if you want to understand the partition, you have to understand there are three things are there. One important thing what you have to understand is sep, something referring to separator. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. This is the string. Now you want to partition. Where to be partitioned? Where it is jump available. Before the jump, whatever available, it is the head of the string. After the jump, whatever available, it is the tail of the string. Now, if you say jump partition, if you print, there will be two tuple elements. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So, it is giving you three values. Head value, separator value and a tile value. It's not difficult for you to understand. Partition function is for advanced data processing and string processing. You require split, partition, etc. If you want to understand what is it doing, what is its function, that's very easy to understand. Straight away, it is available in front of you. If the value is this one, if you use partition with the sep value as jumps, it will create a tuple of three values. Always it will be three values: head value, sep value, tile value. It will not be like a split. Split can create not tuple. It will create a list of words. How many words are there in the sentence in the string? That many elements will be created in the list. In the previous example, split function. Partition function will always create only three elements. Now, moving on, there are three types of strip functions are there. You want to say something, Vinay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, Vinay.
Sir, in partition, we giving not have value, then what will there is giving error or not?
If you are giving sep as a, if you don't give anything in the partition and the sep, yes, your question is right question. In the explanation says that if you don't specify anything as sep in the what it is called as in the tuple,
Yes, sir.
the whole string will be the head. Whole string will be the head. Sep will be a empty string. Head tile will be empty string. Got it, Navinay?
Yes, both values are empty, but even separating by head, tail, state.
Yeah, sep. Sep is separator. Now
Okay.
it says that the explanation says that here itself that if sep is not present in the string, then everything will become head and sep and tile will be empty. It will be empty string.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Now you see in the second red color you can see partition hello. Hello is available in the string.
No, sir.
So automatically the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog will become head, tile and sep will be empty string.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, fine. Now moving on. Strip, L strip or strip. There are three functions are there. It is related functions. Strip means something called as stripping is removing. Strip is something called as removing. All of you able to follow up the class? Manoj, Somashekar, Narasimha, Gautami, Deepika. All of you able to follow the class? Whatever we are discussing is all about functions of strings. In string manipulation topic we are discussing about. Nice, nice, very nice. Deepika, what about you? Able to follow? Fine, fine, fine. Okay, moving ahead. Strip, L strip or strip is uh, in the string. It returns a copy of string with leading and trailing white spaces removed. If chars is given, it removes characters instead. Please try to understand. Strip means removing. Stripping is removing. Strip means one thing. L strip means left strip. R strip means right strip. What is the meaning? Simply strip will remove both left side and right side. What it removes, how it works, we will see later. First you try to understand the name of the functions. Strip function removes something from both left and right side of the string. L strip will remove only from the left side. R strip will remove only from the right side, or L will remove from only left side. What is it removing? Most of the time when we develop, yes,
Sir,
someone, yes, Vinay,
voice voice breaks. Can you say again, sir?
voice is breaking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall I let me repeat, Vinay? Okay, there are three functions are there. One function is called as a strip, L strip, or strip, as you see in the name of the functions in your screen in front of you. Strip is something that removes both in the left and right side. L strip removes only from the left side. R strip removes from only right side, left side and right side. That is L or. What is it removing? In your, say for example, you are typing a name in a web form. Your user is little bit novice about the computer. Instead of starting typing the name of the person in the name box, he started typing two space. After that, he started typing the name. We know that space is also character. It is unnecessary. It is not part of the name. If you store the name of the person as it is in the data structures, always two space is also part of his name. We need to remove those unnecessary spaces in the left side of the string and right side of the string. Such type of things are done with the help of strip, L strip and R strip. Now you see, space is not visible to you on the in the screen. First string str1, in the first square bracket box, we find out what is the length of the string. str1 is 10 characters, because the str1 is containing the string notice, which it starts from two space and ends with two spaces. When we use strip, it has removed the left side two spaces and right side two spaces, and the new string is again referred by str. Now the length of str is, now it became 6. So what is the job of strip? Removing the spaces in the left and right side of the string value. Where is the practical situation? A novice can type in a box, typing his name. He may start with spaces and he can type his name. And he may end the name with some spaces unnecessarily. We have to find out and we have to strip those spaces before storing the value. Because no name can contain beginning and end with spaces. That is not possible. But in computer, it is also a character and value. That is, novice may not be aware of. Take the second square bracket. Sorry, what is rectangle? Here also same notice. L strip will remove only the left side two spaces. That's why the length is now 8. R strip has removed only the right side two spaces. That's why the output is 8. So far clear? Strip, L strip, R strip. If you give any particular character in the beginning and end of the string, that particular character will be removed. Inside the bracket of L strip, strip and R strip, if you use the name of the character, that function will check whether all the possible combinations that can be formed with the given chars. If char is given in any strip function, the chars are checked for all the possible combinations that can be formed in the given chars. For example, if not is paused as char, then not, OTN, TON, TNO, ONT, NT, like this, every possible combination will be checked. All the possible combination will be checked and it will be removed. Now you see, Python for csip.com. Now we are using strip function and we are saying that MCO should be removed. In the beginning there is no MCO, but at the end COM is there. It is a form of MCO only. So the COM is removed. Python for CSIP dot is given as output. This is the effect. Usually we will not give multiple characters. If it is required for our problem solving, we will be specifying like that. Sometime, most of the time we can say single characters will be given and we will be removing. This is the way you can specify a value for LStrip, RStrip and strip function. It will remove all the possible combinations. Okay. The next function is called as replace function. If there is some value available in the string, that value will be replaced with a new value. So replace function will find out where is that old value available in the existing string. That value will be replaced with the new value that you are specifying. So in the replace function, the first parameter that you are specifying is the old value that already exists in the string, comma, the next the string that you specify is the new value that you want to replace with. See, for example, you see, I see, everyone see. Now you want to replace all the C, the ocean word C, with SEE, because that is not the spelling for C. Now, if you use the replace, old word is SEA, new word that should be replaced with is SEE. In the string, 3 occurrence of all the ocean C will be replaced with SEE. So now the result is you see, I see, everyone see. The last line you can see. A replace function. So far clear? Friends, so far clear? No
Yes, sir.
replies. Yeah, are all of you able to follow Narasimha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And now this is a program to enter a string and count how many upper lower digit words present in it. It's very simple. Take a for loop. Inside the for loop, put it in the if functions, if statements. Is lower will count whether the character is lower character. Is upper will count how many upper character capital letters are there. Is digit will count how many digits are there. Is space, if char is space function also can be used. Instead of that one, they have used equal to space directly. The is space function is also supported by string. You can use that one also. So simply this program asks some input and it will tell you the total number of uppercase, lowercase, digits and spaces available in the sentence. Merely to understand the functions of string processing. If you want to find out the number of occurrence of a particular word in a given string, this program will help you. This program is to demonstrate you the find function. The find function input enter line, enter substring that you want to search in that bigger string, find the length of both strings, start and count is equal to 0, both variables are 0, end will be length of the string, that is particularly the bigger string. Length sub is having a second substring value. In the beginning we are creating some variables and initializing the values. Using indefinite loop, while true, find sub start end. You have to start from 0. Where should it end up? It should end at the length. And find out position equal to -1. Counter count plus start plus position plus length sub. What are you doing? You have to find out how many times a particular string is occurring. They are using this find function in this program and they are finding out how many times a particular function is Now quick brown fox jumps over the brown goat. How many browns are there? Two browns are there. That is what the program is giving output. But I can tell you, if you want to find out the total number of occurrence, which function is the better solution for us? Please tell me, my friends. To find out number of occurrence of a substring or a word in a bigger string, which function is the better one? Instead of writing this much lengthy program, this program also can give you the same result. The program purpose is here to demonstrate you the find function. That's why they have written this program. But I can tell you the same program effect can be achieved with the help of which function? Tell me, my friends.
If statement, sir.
I'm asking about a function, Vinay. Which function can help you find out the occurrence of a word in a sentence? Tell me, Vinay. Just now I explained you.
Find, sir.
Find function will return the index of the substring where it has start occurring.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I need ready-made result. Is that Python providing any facility for that? I show you that. Count function can count, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Count function can count number of occurrence of a given substring. I don't need to write that much lengthy if statement for lot of initialization, lot of if condition condition setting, assignments, increment. I have to adjust the size of the string. Several things is happening in that program. But one sentence I can write, I can solve the program. That is called as count function. Count, name of the string dot count substring. That's it. It will tell you how many occurrence of that particular substring is there. Got it now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Now moving on. Just for your understanding, so far you have gone through the string values. S1 is try, S2 is again, N1 is 8, N2 is 5. What will be the outputs here? What is the output of the first print statement, second, third, fourth? You should not try in computer. If you understood the concept clearly, you can mentally you can calculate and you can tell what will be the output in compute. S1, S2, what will be the output?
Try again, sir.
Try and again will have any space in between.
Yes, sir.
There
Yeah,
will not be
no.
any there will not be any space.
Just, just
Yeah, you
only one
didn't
step.
specify any space, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. S2 times N2 means what will be the output?
Again printing 5 times.
Yes, exactly. Yes, you are right, Nasima. What will be the output of third one? S1 plus N1. S1 is a string, N1 is a numeric value. You want to concatenate or add? What are you doing there?
Error sound, sir.
It will produce error. Yes. S2 times S1.
Multiplication sound.
That will also give error, right? Now the program has been given to you in front of your screen. The program is available in front of your screen. You are getting a string value. Count start from 3. While true means it is an indefinite loop. If a string is its first character is A, string some concatenation is happening. Elif string, some concatenation, some indexing value, you are modifying the value, particularly giving some values inside -1, something like that. And string equal to string, again some what it is called a slicing operation is going on. Else count +1, break, string count. There are two outputs. What will be the output if input is AA, BB, CC? AA, CC, BB or AB, CC. For these three, you please, if you have understood the concept of loop accessing individual element of a string, if you understood the string slicing, if you understand these three concepts, you can predict what will be the output. What will be the output? You please don't go and see this output. You first you calculate what will be the output. Uh, one sec friends, one sec friends. हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं मुझे सुबह ही नाज़मीन फ़ोन कर रहे हैं रफ़ी, उसके बाद सब जने फ़ोन करने ट्राई कर रहा मैं. हाँ कांतवी को भी फ्रेंड्स अगर मैसेज डालेगा अगर को क्या भी मालूम नहीं उसको साजिद फ़ोन कर तो साजिद से मुझे एक्सप्लेन करे सो रफ़ी. हाँ मुझे ये समझ में नहीं रफ़ी उन लोग की रफ़ी को अल्लाह को हम ना खदर में जो रखा वो इतना होता है. हाँ अल्लाह उनको आपको छोटे उम्र में आपको एक आजमाइश दिया अगर बोले तो उनको जन्नतुल फिरदौस ज़रूर देगा इंशाल्लाह. हाँ इंशाल्लाह ज़रूर देगा. हमें उसको से हमें दुआ करते हैं. हाँ रफ़ी वो ये है नहीं रफ़ी दो आयन जो कर सकते कि रफ़ी तुम्हें मुझे बोल को मुझे वो पॉइंट मालूम रफ़ी. हाँ अच्छा 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 हम्म अच्छा अच्छा उनको आको यानी अल्लाह खदर में से दिखता रहने से ऐसा होगा. लेकिन हमें आको ऑप्शन आको उन लोग आगे तो दिए कि रफ़ी हम ना ओपन सा हार्ट सर्जरी करके हमें क्लियर करेंगे. अच्छा अच्छा ओके ओके. हम्म अच्छा 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 रफ़ी उन्होंने तो परहेज में थे रफ़ी. अल्लाह अल्लाह अच्छा अच्छा सही सही बात. हाँ हाँ मैं वो भी मुझे शायद बोले मुझे अल्लाह खैर रखा रंगा रफ़ी इसमें हमें क्या वो उसका अल्लाह से भी. हाँ हमें उन्हें दिया जना उन्हें इसे मालूम नहीं किया वो भी. हाँ जरूर रफ़ी. अच्छा बहुत शुक्रिया रफ़ी तुम्हें कॉल करे सो. क्या रफ़ी समझने मैं भी क्या भी तुम्हें एक कॉल कर दल को मैं इसके बाद ट्राई कर दल को तुम्हें वहां ही का समझ को साजिद बोलने के बाद समझ गया वो रात भर दिन भर तुम्हें आको हॉस्पिटल में तीस मालूम हुआ सो मुझे कैसा रफ़ी होगा. अब रफ़ी जरा अपनी अब्बा को जरा हिफाजत देख लो रफ़ी तुम्हें उन्होंने टेंस हो गए तो हम ना प्रॉब्लम कर लेंगे रफ़ी. हाँ अच्छा रफ़ी अल्लाह खैर करेंगे रफ़ी इंशाल्लाह ज़रूर रफ़ी इंशाल्लाह. अस्सलाम. Sorry friends, one urgent call. That's why I wasn't able to avoid. Usually I don't take call during the class hour. Uh, now, what will be the output of these things? You can go through and you can test. The given string is hello world. First it is converted to upper, then the result is converted to lower. That is the meaning. If the two functions are used together, in that manner, if you apply understanding all these functions, you can easily comprehend what will be the output. Please don't go to computer and don't try to type these things, because it should be prediction or comprehension by seeing the statement. That is very important for us to understand the concepts. Okay. Next, a lot of things has been given. S equal to 0 to 9, and they have given lot of slicing operations. What will be the output? You don't go to computer again, you predict what will be the output. Here in the A, all the thing that is happening is everything is a slicing operation. I explained you all about the string slicing, and if it is happening like this slicing operation, what will be the output? You have to predict. B also, there is a value 1, 2, 3, numeric value is converted to string and it is referred by y. After that, something is happening. Last statement printing y value and x value. What will be the output? You have to predict. And with this, we complete the fundamental requirement of string. If we are comfortable with the idea of string values, here what we studied is one thing, the important slicing operation in this chapter, and number two, some of the string object supported methods we have studied. Replace method, count method, find method, is numeric, is alphanumeric, several methods we have studied. If you experiment, that will be nice. You don't need to write any program for all this string chapter, because mostly you need to experiment in the interactive mode. Take some string value and you start interacting with the interactive mode. If I change like this, if I use that function, what will happen? These are all the things that you can experiment. Next chapter is also very important chapter for us. That is also we are going to study about list data structure. Already you know there are different data structures and data types supported by Python. In the sequence data type, and also sometimes called as a container type, list and tuple are very important container types of data structure supported by Python. We know list is enclosed by square bracket, and tuple is enclosed by parenthesis, and list is in changeability concept mutable, tuple is immutable, and I'm going to send you both chapters for you now. Please go through the chapters. When we meet tomorrow, we will try to complete, or because list chapter has lot of stuffs to explain and understand, I will try to take the chapter tomorrow, list chapter, and I'll explain you all the concepts of list chapter. Meanwhile, I will be sending you the slides and chapters now. Please go through. Before going to through the tomorrow's class preparation, first you complete what are all the things I have requested to do in the string chapter, and whatever the stuff has been presented in the slide, you experiment that. And also the string PDF chapter that I shared with you, at the end several exercises and programming exercises has been given. Make sure that you understood all. If it is exercise, you have to predict the output. If it is a programming exercise, you have to develop a program, you have to code, and you have to understand. For today, that's it, my friends. You expect receiving the documents from my side, and thanks for joining. Tomorrow hopefully we will meet in a offline session. Thank you.